All right. I think everything looks ready to go. My deck list does not look ready to go. I probably should have done that off stream, but I wanted to get started around 8:30, and you guys can just kind of see my process live as I do some last minute deck fiddling. Then I'll have to fiddle with like Cardboard Live and stuff after, but that's whatever. So this weekend is the format playoffs for Legacy, the quarterly Moto event where you get your like format points for, and if you have 30 of them, you can use them at this event. So I have been doing some behind the scenes chatting with people about like where I think I want my list to be at. So we're gonna try a couple of changes, and by a couple I mean like a lot. I think. I guess we'll see at the end result. Stealing some borrowed tech here, and flashbacks to old Death and Taxes tech. We're doing this. Wanted a second Sanctum Prelate in the board. I did not want this Tormod's Crypt. I vaguely wanted a Walking Ballista in the board. I think this is about it for the main deck, though. I think I was happy with this as the core 60. There were some other sideboard changes that I may or may not have wanted to make here. Probably like that. I know sort of Worm Piece was on his list as well. His listed test. I don't know. I have not been sold on that card in a long time. It seems like decidedly medium. What do the sideboard maps look like for this deck? For like Blue-Red Delver and the Mirror and stuff, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 cards for Blue-Red. That seems like a lot. I don't know why my chat didn't load. I have my mod chat over to the side. I don't know why I didn't say anything here. Let me try to refresh it. Try again, Moxall. I saw you, but I guess you didn't see yourself, and Twitch chat didn't see. Yeah, it feels like too many cards. We're boarding in for that matchup. Yeah, there you go. Gotta do some more last minute deck decisions. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, running high Twitch chat. Moxall's here now. Need to readjust this chat window. It's not right. Yeah. So the Blue-Red Delver sideboard strat would look like this with this sideboard, which feels extremely egregious, especially because we only have 3 Revokers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cuts with 8 board ins. So like, what would be the cuts after that? Goblin Ringleader in Standard. Goblin Ringleader in Modern too. People will for sure try to make that a thing. They try to make it a thing when just like Matron and Munitions Expert or whatever got printed. So this might need to be addressed. What about the mirror? What does the mirror look like? Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Goddamn Moto. Moto, just let me click and drag cards, please. The mirror looks like this. Just 6 cards, and we cut the Spirit Keeper, the Prelate, and the Fourth Alvius. Like, that's fine. It's a Blackie. And for, like, Maverick, probably looks like this. I think it's Maverick. There's probably another cut. Sort of Fire and Ice, maybe. Brimaz, maybe. But, yeah, something like that's probably fine. So the Blue-Red Delver sideboard map is the only one that looks a little wonky with this iteration. I'm not really sure what I want to do about it. Is it like too many cards? Blue Delver's fucking everywhere. Yeah, I was looking a lot at the challenge results today to try to focus my my list more. A lot of Baleful Strix decks, a lot of Arcanist decks, and a weird number of Thalia decks. So I've been trying to prep for a lot of those matchups with some of my sideboarding decisions and main board decisions. For Arcanist is not reasonable. Well, it depends on how you define reasonable, I guess. But I've gotten into. I've been bickering with other people about that too. It's a good card, I think, but I think it is like pretty reasonable for the format. Like it's very powerful, but it's not like busted. But maybe I'm just jaded because my Blue-Red Delver matchup's really good at Southern Texas, so I don't know how how happy everyone else is. Spirit Keeper, yeah, we're trying to have Spirit Keeper again. In part because there were like 10 Baleful Strix decks or something. Wait, no, there weren't 10, right? There were like 6. There were 10 Narset decks. It's like about as powerful as that. That's what Barra was saying too. Like it's as powerful. That's right. I don't see it. Like part of Deathrite's power was the fact that it went in so many decks, though, right? Arcanist is very powerful, but it's also very narrow and like is combated by the fact that the decks that you want Arcanist in are already decks where your opponents want a bunch of removal, like the Delver strategies. Like obviously, dice removal isn't a good argument, but like you are playing a removal game against Delver decks anyway. Like if you leave your opponent's Young Pyromancer in play, you're probably gonna get flattened by it. If you leave your opponent's Arcanist in play, you're gonna get flattened by it way harder, but like you still want to answer either of them as soon as possible. Same goes for like Delver or whatever other threat they were playing. No idea what the last cuts would be for the blue-red matchup. I don't like it. Maybe it's like not board in the Ballista. Ballista only hits Young Pyros and Delvers. And then like that looks a little bit more reasonable. Alright, let's just ship this. I'll get Carver Live up and running as we jump in. Too much deliberating before I actually play. So I should do some more stuff beforehand, but I'm way too lazy and have other things to do, so I just do everything really last minute / while the stream is going on. So all right, let us import this list. Wait, 61 cards. Oh god, I hope I didn't just submit 61 cards. Hang on, I'm gonna unfind this league opponent, just in case I did submit 61 cards, or it's a hiccup on Cardboard Live's end. All right, 60, 15. What's the deal? What's the deal, Cardboard Live? Why have I submitted 61 cards? And 16 sideboard cards. Wait. Oh, fuck off. Tormod's Crypt. Oh, it changed numbers, but it didn't like delete cards that were because I imported this list into a list that already exists. Okay, yeah, I see what the problem is. That's my B. I'm a master of the 61 card special. I can't do it. 61 card special, not for me. But I imported a deck list onto Cardboard Live on top of a different list that I already had, so it changed the numbers to the new numbers and added the new cards, but it didn't delete the cards that were already in there that weren't getting imported. It didn't just like copy paste over the deck list; it just shoved them all in and changed the numbers. I didn't change the stream title, did I? Oops. Prepping for Legacy playoffs now. Or not play around the worst possibles. I mean, when you can afford to. Pretty reasonable to play around. Playing against Eddie for like what feels like the third time in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I've played against him an unreasonable number of times. My cardboard life's not updating. This hand sucks against anything. Also sucks against humans, so we're just gonna ship it. Oh, holy fuck! All right, this is a 6. Opponent also mulligan to 6 at least. Sure, cardboard life is good. There we go. No, this is unkeepable. Garbage. Alright, yeah, this is about as good as you can ask for on a 5. Fortunately, Thalia is going to be complete trash against our humans opponent here, but Double Mom's pretty strong if I don't get Pontiffed. That sucks. Plow, Vial, Lands, Wisp. It was like definitely on the bottom end of good hands. Like, didn't have anything to do, right? You don't do anything till turn 3 with that hand. There weren't. Am I porting? I might just have to port with how weak my hand is. I don't think playing Thalia into this is good. Was there a port in a waste? Also, I don't like analyzing my, like, in, like, low-stakes events like this, I don't like analyzing my hand against, like, the opponent's, generally speaking, I don't like analyzing my hand knowing what my opponent's on, so, like, trying to, like, figure out if hands are playable in the blind more often than not. Also, I don't remember if there was a port or a waste. I've already forgotten the 7. Kind of tempted to just port, since this Thalia is so worthless against them. You know, let's go for it. I'm gonna mulligan to 6 as well. Chance this does something. Also, not even sure I remember seeing the Aether Vial. I remember seeing Batterskull. I thought it was 4. Was it not 4 lands? Batterskull, Wisp, Plow. Oh, Leyline of Void is confirmed? That's good. Dang, no attack. You know, play Violent Mom. Plains, Caracas, Waste / Port, Vial, Wisp, Skull. Maybe it was better than Port. If it's a wasteland, I'm not happy about it. If it was a port, maybe it's okay, but still, the hand just like doesn't do anything, right? All right, our game plan in this game is not get Orzhov Pontiffed. If we get Orzhov Pontiffed, we will concede. I'm just gonna cast this Thalia into the Caracas. It makes him use his mana if he wants to bounce it at least. Please no Pontiff. Don't do it. I don't like all this pause. Alright, this is fine. This is just a phantasmal image. Gonna copy a mom, I assume? It's fine. A phantasmal mom is notably less scary than a normal mom because you can just, like, plow it anyway and it explodes. Like, like so. 3 cards in hand. Can't really do anything. I think I'm just... Oh, this plow costs like 9,000 mana. I guess it doesn't matter because we're not doing anything else with our turn. I'm just gonna Violet it in after he bounces it, I think. Just so, like, he wants to cast a Vial or something useless. He might bounce his own Thaw item up the champ, but probably not yet, because he still has 3 cards in hand. That's a play that might happen down the road, though. My plan is continue to not get Pontiffed, and then find like a Stoneforge Mystic, or at least a flyer. It's not the worst. Helps me deal with a gigantic champion of the parish. And he says, "This is so awkward." You're not wrong. Maybe I should have left my Vial on 2, just to like... I don't think my Thalia on board really matters, though. We're getting freebootied? Oh, we're getting Pontiffed? Oof, please no. Don't do it. Oh, okay, this isn't Pontiff. Oh no, this is a Pontiff next turn. That's not good. That's certainly not good. Let's draw a Wasteland, and I don't know. We don't have a good plan. Let's plow this champion. Not a good draw, not a good draw. We might be dead. Opponent found the Recruiter or the Pontiff before we found like the Stoneforge or something. Get the Pontiff, sure. Now we need to draw nothing? Are we just like dead? I think we're just dead. Opponent still has 4 cards in hand too. That's certainly not going to do it. Wasteland a little bit slow there. Like that last turn. I think -1/-1 effects in Legacy main decks. It's weird though, because some of the decks are like skimping on them. I was looking at the Grixis lists. Like all the Grixis lists are on 0 main and then like 2 sideboard. Which is why I'm on Spirit Keeper bullshit. I assume we're just like super dead math-wise. Maybe I should have blocked the 1/1. Kind of forgot the whatever. We're losing. Hey, Burmaz, right on time. Cast this Burmaz, plays a single other human. Yeah, we're dying. The creature decks are packing them like crazy. Yeah, I mean when you're like a recruiter deck too, it's pretty easy to just play Pontiff, right? And Plague Engineer is probably a pretty good upgrade to whatever the exploit thing was, Minister of Pain, that Goblins was playing. What was this sideboard look for this matchup? Do I want Spirit Keepers? Alright, I'll start with what I don't want. Thalias and Prelate. I definitely want these. Which means we want another cut. Do I want? And then the other question is like, do I want the second Spirit Keeper? If I even want the first Spirit Keeper, I think first Spirit Keeper is pretty good. There's like a lot of weird creature trading that can happen. You can just like make a pretty big wall of shit for them to get past. This probably isn't a Neil matchup. This is a Brimaz matchup. Brimaz blocks and attacks pretty decently. It's pretty embarrassing against Caracas, but maybe that's a reason to just cut it. Is that the worst card in our 60? I think it might be that, or Shave a Revoker. Revoker is important against Mom, though, and Mom and Vile. Shave like a Recruiter. I know Recruiter seems fine. Maybe this is just what I want. Yeah, this looks fine. Everyone seems strong, but there are definitely like games where you're not gonna have a Wasteland and your opponent's gonna have the Caracas or whatever. Like when you play in the mirror and you just like don't want legendary creatures. There'll be games where it's great. There'll also be games where it's very bad. I'm not really sure if I want a card like that. Oh, this seems good. Reminds me of my brother Royal Border. Possibly. I find that like attacking their mana is like not an unreasonable option, but maybe Containment Priest 3 Revoker is good enough at that. Relic Border also a reasonable hedge against both their shatters. If you have like a Valentine, you can protect your stuff from their shatter effects, as well as like sometimes they randomly have GTA, but I think Eddie's been off that plan. It's mostly for tagging battles, but yeah, it might not be worth it. Containment Priest at least like weaponizes your Wisp, turns them into removal spells, which is important in the matchup. Oh no, my GTA, that's rude. No, we have second Stoneforge, not the worst. Your list has to obtain some optimal shit they can't do well. I wouldn't be super surprised. We can also just like get a Batter Skull into play this turn, right? Because we can file in our Stoneforge. Is Batter Skull the card we want? I guess the question. Because we can also get Sword to try to clear up this Kite Sail. I think I might want Sword to clean up Kite Sail and then get my GTA back. Although Sword's hard to connect with. I guess we'll just see. We don't need to make a decision right now, right? Yeah, I should have tapped my Caracas. That was dumb. I thought about that as I was passing the turn. It only has 3 mana here. Let's make a Stoneforge. Also, yes, activate your Stoneforge, hold priority, violate your other Stoneforge, so you don't get blown by a removal spell, but I'm lazy and we had an active Mom. If my opponent had something to do there, then good on him. I think I want Sword. We use Spirit Keeper. Spirit Keeper doesn't really do a lot right now, but I think I want Sword to try to get my GTA back. We have like double Mom to try to like punch through Sword connections. Well, this Champ might get out of hand. Although Batter Skull doesn't do a lot there either. Let's grab Sword. Yeah, if we get like Pontiff here, that just sets us up for Allied Spirit Keeper better. So we're just gonna pro white the Mystic here. So the Champ can't attack. So now we have Spirit Keeper with 3 things on the way, which is gas, and then if we get spirits, we can hook them up. We can also force a chump block, right, if I just equip an attack. Or at least a trade with the champion, if they want a double block. Which I'm fine with. Getting more creatures in my bin for my Spirit Keeper as well. Yeah, just a chump block. Haunt something. I do have to be careful of that haunt, actually, because that haunt can actually counter my Spirit Keeper. Or probably the Legacy deck builders with most. Yeah, for sure. The dude's is insanely smart. What you got? That doesn't do anything. I guess it does like Caracas Phagos. Do I want 4 spirits? Right? I would get 4. No, 3. My thing didn't die. I still couldn't get through with an equipment, but I can start getting through. Oh, I can even get through for damage because this is a 1/2. We're just taking this, or even chump blocking. Yeah, I might actually just chump block here. Set us up for a better Spirit Keeper. I also don't think I'm going to put it in. I need to deal with this. I need to deal with a couple other things first. If I attack, I force the exchange, right? Or I force the exchange of resources. He used to pick the Tomic up and stuff. Block with Tomic, pick it up, sure. I'll play out my relic order, which would probably look. It'd be kind of awkward if it was a Burn Mouse, because like my opponent can't bounce his own Tomic and my relic order at the same time. But I think we're just playing out dudes to set up for a better Spirit Keeper, and then hopefully not get Noble Hierarch haunted. Oh, replaying the Tomic every turn also accelerates his, or not accelerates, but makes his champ bigger. So we actually still can't block it, which is kind of funny. Oh god, what is this? Is this an Imperial Recruiter? I don't want that. Stop! Was he gonna recruit for Jailer? Jailer would work well for me, actually. I would be okay with Jailer, because we could probably... Yawgmoth, okay. How do we fucking deal with this shit? Oh, that's bad with that Hierarch in play. Figure it out next turn. Definitely not putting in my Spirit Keeper. No attack is kind of weird. Not putting in my Spirit Keeper when my opponent has the access to Yawgmoth, sack their Hierarch. I could revoke Yawgmoth. I guess that's a pretty decent strat, right? They're both activated abilities. Okay. Yawgmoth, Thran. Is Thran Physician? I guess he didn't attack because he can't pick up his Tomic this turn. He didn't want to block with anything. I guess that makes sense. Now I can't punch through. This has been an extremely awkward 2 games. There's Yawgmoth. A big old champion of the parish. I'm gonna chump block it with a relic order. Actually, maybe I should have like triple blocked. Valve this in, block, block, block. It's exactly 8 toughness worth of stuff, but I would have gained 6 spirits, and then I would have had to do something before they dealt with my revoker. Still don't know if I'm putting this in. I kind of want to deal with this hierarch. Or something. Like, Spirit Keeper doesn't do anything on the board yet. If I draw like a Flicker Wisp, I can just flicker the Noble. Ooh, Recruiter, huh? I think it might be time to actually recruit up Wisps. And then we can always just like block with the Recruiter and Wisp it and stuff like that while we figure out another plan. So Ballista doesn't really do anything. Yeah. It might be time to like go get. It's probably not quite Jailer time. We need more flyers, right? Four creatures in the yards of 5 spirits currently. Hopefully this isn't another Pontiff. If it is, we might just be dead. It's gonna attack first. Please no. Probably can't beat a Pontiff, right? This ability by itself just helps clear out my tokens and draw cards. So Plague Carrier, is he playing that? Or yeah, Plague Engineer? No, that's bad. Now he names Horror. Do we have a plan for this? Flicker the Hierarch. Yawgmoth turns on. He doesn't have like the ability to also just gimp my whole board. He can ping off my threats, but then we have Spirit Keep with a bunch of stuff as our plan. Yeah, I think the plan is flicker this Hierarch. So I don't get a so I don't get Wrath again. Name's Horror. Yep. Yawgmoth online. Ping off my stuff. But now we're set up to make a huge board of spirits at least. Install until we can find answers to like this whole fucking mess. Definitely gonna chump off this champion. He might use the champion to just kill the recruiter here, yeah. Chump off with the Stoneforge. Does get the noble back that he gets to use as well, but a Flicker Wisp, you say? Not very good against Yawgmoth. Probably cast Spirit Keeper, but that's probably worth keeping this on file. We can use it to like turn off the like make the champion a lot smaller if we want to. still have to deal with the Yawgmoth, which is step one. This is Jailer. Fuck me. I mean, we could Flicker Wisp it, but we might just be dead on board. 10. Assuming he sacks the Noble, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're dead. My plan did not pan out, yeah. Opponent having a lot of neg1 effects we had to dance around. Our Spirit Keeper was like pretty medium that game. There were definitely like chances for it to be powerful. Could have obviously like not cast it at sorcery speed, but I wasn't exactly playing around Palace Jailer. I wanted the ability to like leave up Flicker Wisp instant speed. I could have cast the Wisp maybe, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't dead set on like flickering the champ. GG Zeddy. One-sided E-play gets fucked up. I mean, yeah, it was a good like. It was another. I'm happy it wasn't a second Orzhov Pontiff in that case, right? Start scooping you out to dodge. Oof, this hand is ugly. Jesus, I cannot have a good opening hand to save my life, huh? Not today. I mean, this hand just isn't keepable, is it? I'm probably better off with a 5 than trying to hit a white sword, so we have 15 in the deck. And 2 draws. Yeah. It's probably more keepable. Tropical Island deck. Oh, this is the deck we mulled a 5 against? Fuck. Playing as Rug Delver, and we have an opening a 5-card hand with a Revoker. I don't even think I can afford to plow this Delver on turn 1. I think we should need to like play around Daze, because Daze is just like such an easy way for our opponent to just like bury us in the ground. If I let my opponent convert their Dazes, like this game is just never gonna be won. Ponder. Yep. Punch for 3. Nothing. So Spell Pierce is a card that's on my mind. Like I don't want to just like randomly get wrecked by a Spell Pierce now either. But I don't know if that's worth playing around. If so, obviously I want to cast it on my opponent's turn so they at least have their mana tapped. If I play port and like don't kill this, it's super suspicious. Might play Wasteland. I think I might want to just plow it in upkeep and hope they don't have Pierce, and then Wasteland the Trop. I don't like that they just have this way in here. Alright, this worked out well. And there's the Stifle. That's fine. I think we can run Revoker into whatever. Never mind, we'll just play out Aether Vial. Next turn we can run out Revoker or GTA around days. Doing surprisingly okay for this pretty miserable Moto 5. I guess it's only like turn 4. But still has plenty of cards to murder me with. Whereas we have very little. Delver didn't flip and Ponder Shuffle. Wasteland? That's fine. That's all my opponent's doing. Ooh, that's nice. Can we afford to cast GTA into this? Opponent has yet to brainstorm, but we're not guaranteed to hit third land. Maybe but this GTA is like the only way we're winning, right? But at the same time, if my opponent doesn't have days, then this GTA could actually be like pretty backbreaking, right? We actually might be able to get somewhere. Wasteland was certainly a bummer. I wanted to be able to play around days here, but this thing, is it flipping next turn? They shuffled all the Ponder, so it's not necessarily flipping next turn. It could be in their hand if they're not casting more threats though. They cast a Ponder to probably try to flip the Delver. I imagine that there are bolts in their hand. I don't think I'm casting GTA. I think we can try to wait one more turn at least. Yeah, no more flip. Nice. Also tempted to try to trade with this Delver, but it probably wouldn't work. If my opponent has a bolt, they just bolt it, but if my opponent gives me the option, I might as well try to take it, because they're not going to tap out, I don't think. This thing's never living low. Yeah, no. Let's see if they tap out for like TNN or something. TNN's a good card against me. Goose, sure. Yeah, this mom's super dead. Goodbye, Mom. Holy shit, it's alive. Oh, that's a pretty good card. Alright, maybe we have to cast GTA. Casting GTA into days feels so bad, though. But how else are we going to... We could, like, try to wait till next... We can't even put... No, that doesn't work. We can't prelate away like, a days. God damn it. Poe doesn't have it. No respect. Yeah, opponent had it. Some respect. Don't think I could have afforded to just like sit on my hands the whole time like that. It's possible I wanted to cast. I was like on the edge of casting last turn. I think I might have wanted to even. Is Delver still not flipping? We're like a flicker wisp away from being in a decent spot. Or like a plow. Just some answer for this Delver. We'll get Revoker down on Renin 6, I guess. And then Prelate on 1. Although that does lock us out of our plows, but we only have 3 plows left on the deck. I'm going to take this. Next turn we can start more proactively using the Mother of Runes. More geese. Fun fact of the day is Sliver Legion is 30 bucks more than Tower. Oof. Rip Goyf, how the mighty have fallen. Alright. Ren and 6. Let's draw like a Brimaz or something, that'd be hot. Wastelanding red doesn't actually do a whole lot because we're just going to prelate them, but wastelanding them off of green also doesn't do anything. I'm just going to activate Val right now and see what they do first. It's on 1. Is my ability to cast any 3-mana spells more important? Probably not, besides exactly Sword of Fire and Ice. I think I will wasteland this. Although, I guess this could be bad against more wastelands. Problem is now my opponent has 2 beasts to attack with. Would be tempted to trade a goose for just Revoker plus Mom and then pro-green the Mom. Delver not flipping for another turn would be nice, yeah. Like if my opponent just attacks with both geese, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to block with Revoker plus Mom. It's really bad if my opponent actually does have a Ren and 6 in their hand, because then they just... Oh, they already played land for turn, so they can't waste it. And they can't ping the Mom, because it is pro-green. Alright, so let's draw a Flicker Wisp. I guess I'll have to accept a Stoneforge Mystic and pray my opponent doesn't have another counter. They only have 2 cards left, so here's hoping. There we go. Let's grab the Batter Skull. Alright, so if this Delver flips, punches us to 6. We put in the Batter Skull, punches us to 3. Okay, so we can still try to stabilize. Although this Goose is going to hit us again. Oh no, I'll block. Stifle. Stifle's completely worthless. Goes to 6. We're still alive. Let's draw like Flicker Wisp now would also be nice. Ooh, it's actually pretty okay. Huh. I was actually supposed to attack this last turn. I might have missed that. Alright, still alive. That's not good. I think I have a plan. It's not a good plan, but it might do something. Oh, thank God, that's an excellent draw. That is a fantastic draw. I have to suicide this skull into the Goyf, I think. And then I put in Wisp, block the Insect Collaboration, flicker the Batter Skull, and block the Goyf with the Stone Forge, and then put in the Sword. Well, then the Goose gets to attack. I might just give my Germ Pro Green here. Because then the Goose gets to attack me right now. But then I have to like trade with this Insect Collaboration, but I don't know how much that matters. I think giving this Germ Vigilance and then trading with the Goyf is probably better. Oh, no, don't attack with that. So yeah, attack, and then Pro Green it, I think is a little bit better. Trying our best to win this game. Oh God. Really flying by the seat of our pants. I guess I can't actually flicker the... no, this was dumb, right? Because I can't flicker my Germ to reset it. Let's see how they attack, I guess. Because if this Goyf sends... I can't block with the Germ and reset it with the Wisp, right? Oh, this is the attack, then this is fine, right? We just block the Goose, flicker the Goyf, and trade with the Delver, right? Then we just eat the Goose, trade with the Insect Collaboration, and now we have a... yeah, this seems fine, right? Just flicker this Goyf. Blocks like this. Maybe he has like Ren and 6, ping off the Germ? No, you could just ping off the Mom. And the Sword, Goyf's only a 5/6. Batter's holding a Sword is a 6/6. Oh, God, that game. Tighter than I would have liked, but I'll take it on our Molda 5. Whew. Yeah, that was certainly close. Alright, Ballista's not really for these Rogue Delver matchups. Only hits Delver, does not hit Goose or True Name or Goyf or Arcanist if that's worth their own, but we haven't seen it. I haven't preferred Chalice against most of the Delver iterations. If my opponent's on Arcanist, maybe Chalice is still okay against like these Delver decks nowadays too, but just less of their threats are turned off. I think in Rug especially, but Path is good, Judgments are good, Rip is good. Don't like this camera angle as much as the one you had before. My camera, I'm getting a wall shelf mounted that I can actually put my camera on, but for now my camera is like at a different angle every day because I just like set it up like on this stack behind my computer. So both my camera and my mic are really shitty right now, but they're supposed to be being upgraded within the next couple of weeks. So apologies if like the angles are bad or if the audio is bad or anything, because that has been a problem for a little bit. Anyway, cut this Jailer, cut these Revokers to start. Maybe cut some Recruiters. Also, what else do I want in? Spirit Keeper or Prelate? So if you're what I'm playing in the playoffs, yeah. Good thing about playing exactly one deck is that you always know what you're playing. It's just a matter of like figuring out the 75 specifically, but do I want either of these things? Spirit Keeper is a nombo with Rip, but it's also like really good if I'm not getting ripped, right? It's bad against. It's good against Rough Tumble, notably. It's bad against Sulfur Elemental. Prelate was really good that game, but Prelate is like kind of finicky versus some of the Delver decks. Throwing Arcanist, I think I'd be slam dunking it. Is there anything else that like sucks? Not really. Maybe I'll just submit this and call it a day. It's possible I want to be cutting these recruiters for. Maybe I actually did want to do that. Cut the 2 recruiters for these other like 2 more powerful 3-drops because recruiters just kind of clunky. Let's hand. Sucks a lot. This hand also sucks, but I think I will keep it on 6 on the draw. It's like a semi-functional hand, right? We even have turn 4 Batter Skull. That's probably not a card I want to draw. Goose, yes. I love turn 1 Goose. Thing deals like 4 damage before it does anything. Before it actually like does things. Just a 1/1 for 1. It's just a fugitive wizard. I don't think I'm plowing anything. Like, even if they tap out for Goyf, I think I'd rather untap and plow it around days. If they don't do anything, I think we're just gonna slam Thalia into a daze. I guess we could play Thalia through Ancient Tomb. Only has 4 cards in hand. Stoneforge Mystic's pretty good, especially with the Batter Skull in hand. But I want to bait out removal with the Thalia. Is the Ancient Tomb worth playing around days? Probably not. My opponent just has 2 mana up, which means I'll probably just bolt the Thalia anyway. I'm probably supposed to play Flagstones there. So I can't get Wastelanded. But now if they like untap Wasteland and then have like another days for the Stoneforge, I look like a fool. But they can't really effectively Wasteland a Flagstones. Wow, no bolt. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Flagstones. Whoops. I also might want to change the Flagstones back to a Plains because I shaved a Cataclysm. Right, this Stoneforge might be important enough that I want to play it around days. What could they have in their hand? What if they've passed the turn with 2 mana up for like 2 turns now, right? They just haven't done anything? Are they gonna like stifle my Stoneforge trigger? That'd be a fine exchange of resources, right? Because we already have Batter Skull in hand. I feel like they definitely would have dazed the Thalia, though. They're holding 4 Sulfur Elementals, my greatest fear. I think we should have played the Tomb on the turn to not get dazed. Yeah, it was definitely a decision point. I was not positive on that. I think I'm gonna do it this turn. I feel like my Stoneforge has to be getting stifled here, right? And before double days, I'd be okay with that exchange. Yeah, here's the stifle. Okay, that's fine, because we have Batter Skull in our hand. Yeah, this is completely fine. Do I attack? I only have 3 cards in the yard. I definitely attack. They don't want to blow their removal on a Stoneforge that they think is worthless, right? Stifle continues to be exceedingly mad. I mean, they don't know half the Batter Skull, right? I wouldn't have needed to take the Ancient damage if I was just not dumb and played the Flagstones last turn. I think I played the worst of the 3 lands to play. Deal. Please don't kill the Stoneforge. Please don't Soul Read that I still have an equipment in hand. Nice. We could finally plow something. Oh man, I don't even need to plow it. I mean, I guess I can't. I don't have 3 mana yet, but oh no, they can wasteland my flagstones if I play this rip. I'm praying to the Lord. I think we just main phase the Batterskull and play out a second Stifle. Really? I don't respect the second Stifle. I super don't respect the second Stifle. I have absolutely no respect for the second Stifle. No reason to wait, to be honest. It just, like, eats a Goyf, right? That's, like, a pretty big reason to wait. Aw, coward! Cowards can't block warriors. Indeed. Postboard. Yeah, we already got postboard stifled. Oh, we can cast this rip now and just completely take the wind out of their sails. And then we have 2 plows for this 1 Delver. Maybe I should have played it pre-combat so we can take the Thalia. Rather wait on the rip? I don't think so. They have 1 card in hand. And it just, like, makes it so that nothing attacks besides this Delver of Secrets. If they want to wasteland my flagstones after I play this rip, then sure. Or if their last card is Dazed, then, like, also sure. We still have 2 plows. I think I should have played it pre-combat, actually, and attacked with the Thalia, too. Oh, do they have days? Oh, they have days. When do they get that days? This turn? The game was over at matchmaking. Yeah, we won a mold of 5 in which we had a Revoker in our hand, and our opponent kept 7, and we were on the draw, I think? I think we were on the draw. This matchup is very, very good. What are they missing to beef up their Goyf? Sorcery or creature? Because there's enchantment in the yard. Can I just plow this Goyf and just punch? What is 5 cards in the yard? 6 cards? Yeah, that's actually kind of close. Probably only punch with the Batterskull. Punch. Still, we're gonna flip. Should I just plow this right now? Probably. Just letting them look at their top card for no reason. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill this. I do need to kill this eventually. Pump fake the Stoneforge just because. See if they stifle it. 0% chance they would stifle it, right? You just stifle the equip, if anything. But yeah, now they get like then now they, I'm playing like pretty sloppy this game, but we're also like miles ahead of my opponent. And because I said that we're gonna lose, but opponent's just gonna like cast your name here. Suddenly, there's a game to be had. Like Ancient Grudge-Mark Batterskull. Like still fine if any of that happens. Sure, Wasteland my Rashad Port. You got it, opponent. Please wasteland the flagstones. Opponent reading flagstones, maybe? Deciding whether or not they want to waste. There we go. This legendary must be important. I was really hoping we would get the flagstones rip combo, but then they countered my rip. Oh no! They have 1 card in hand. Yeah, I'll keep punching with the germ. If they want to double block, we just pile the Goyf and ruin their whole life. If they don't do anything, we'll just cast this Vial. Start slowly working our way towards this Recruiter of the Guard. They need creature or sorcery. Or I guess artifact. But at that point, like, they just kill the Batterskull, right? If they have like a Ponder, then they could do something. A Rough. That is a sorcery. I will not block your Nimble Mongoose opponent. But you're also at 5, so they can't really afford to attack with the Goyf, right? Then we untap Plow it and we keep punching them. They could just attack with the Goose, maybe. I wouldn't block. That might be the best attack, yeah. But now we're just going to plow this Goyf. And then punch them with the Germ. And we have this Mom. We're at 30 life. Rough made his own days bad. Yeah, he roughed my Thalia out of the board so I could finally play my Plows around days. 40 chess thinking. Go, Mother of Ruins. So now even my opponent finds like Ancient Grudge for this Batterskull. Like, we just have Recruiter and Wisp. We're just gonna murder them. And it is 34 to 2 currently. If we have the 3-mana Angel, it'd be a 4/4. Truth. Brainstorm into Ancient Grudge? Question mark. If we had a Blood Baron of the Scopa, it'd be like a what did that thing turn into? Like a 10/10 flyer or some stupid shit? True name? Nope, Ponder. Alright, yeah, you're pretty dead. Gotta find Grudge, and even then you have to beat Recruiter of the Guard and Flicker Wisp. Also, you're at 1 life. Versus just like the Mother of Runes. Ancient Grudge. Brainstorm. Yeah, you're dead. There's nothing you can draw. I don't think my opponent's playing a 1-mana Shatter. That match was very good. I played pretty poorly though. I think I could have done that. I like the most important thing when playing against the Delver decks, especially like the more tempo oriented Delver decks like Rug, is like be consistent when you're playing around the cards that you're playing around, which I was not that game. Random actions still win, yeah, pretty much. But like if you are playing around days, you want to like be consistent about it. But like we played a Thalia into a days, and then we played a Stoneforge around a days, and then like we played a Rip into a days again. It's just like that's not really what you want to be doing. You want to either like actively try to make the days dead or actively try to play through the days every turn, generally speaking. Do as I say, not as I do. Arkin, thanks for the host. What's up, Arkin and all of Arkin's viewers? We're jamming some Death and Taxes here. Welcome, welcome. I did catch some of Arkin's Dredge stream. I tuned in and just watched Arkin cast 2 Hogaaks repeatedly with like 3 bridges in play. Like, this is disgusting. Order 66 on Sandy Walks. No, please no. His name seems familiar. I feel like I say that a lot. Alright, fuck Batter Skull, but this hand is probably a keep. Stoneforge definitely makes the Batter Skull better. What are we playing against? Oh no. This was not a hand I wanted to keep against Red Black Reanimator. At least we have a Caracas, I guess. Wasteland? Dahlia, please? Is this Red Black? Might not be Red Black. Could be like Grixis still, right? There's hope. That's not helpful. I'm gonna play my Caracas just in case it is Red Black. But like this hand is not really conducive to bidding either right now. I feel like if it was Grixis, they would have taken the Spirit Keeper though. Well, I guess if you have a second Thoughtseize then. They're a Grixis control player? Alright, well, we're probably super dead. Because we kept a hand with 2 threats, and then we got our 2 threats not seized. Let's draw a Thalia. Yeah. Yeah, Grixis. Start porting this Underground Sea. Not really sure what this end step fetch means. This can't, no, don't. This can't be end step Brainstorm, upkeep Brainstorm. There's no way. There's no way this is right? Unless my opponent is like going to combo me here. Are they like Tess? I'm either about to die or I don't know what my opponent is doing. Because that play does not seem extremely good. Did they like instead Brainstorm and then they were Brainstorm locked? And this was their only, this is the cantrip they, I got nothing. Strix. Angler, alright. Take this file up to 3. We have more relevant 3s. Then draw 2. As is the classic. I mean, we can just cast Revoker and port them here. The question is, what are we Revokering? Jace is a little ways off. Maybe that's why they cast the Brainstorm, so they could, like, curve into this Angler? I don't know. Makes sense they want to close this game while my hand is, like, complete trash, right? Revoker Jace or Revoker Narset. If we're porting them, they can't cast Jace next turn. Maybe we'll Revoke Narset. Jace is just going to put us in the ground harder in the future, though. Like, Jace bouncing our Batter Skull token is really bad for us. I think I'm still naming Jace. I haven't learned, name command to confuse them. I haven't learned, like, when it's actually correct to name Narset when you have these Revokers. Because, like, Narset comes down faster. All their red is at instant speed, so if they have K-Command, they just cast it and just shatter, shock me, and just ruin my life. So I think I'm still going to port the C. I mean, they can still K-Command and ruin my life, obviously. Though if they don't have K-Command, I think porting the UC is more relevant. Yeah. I'm just going to jam this Batter Skull and see what happens next turn. I think I'm still in the game plan of jam this Batter Skull and see what happens next turn. We don't need... Remember on a second K-Command, we discard this Plow? I don't think we can really beat second K command regardless. I think I'd rather try to get pressure on the board. And like if we untap here, if they don't have the answer for it, then we can hold up 3 mana to like try to protect our batter skull. No K command, no whammies. 0 whammies. Narset? We can clear a Narset. Oh, we might not be able to clear a Narset. I thought it was a sick draw. They don't have it if we play fast. Force pitching second Narset. Let's take them off of black, I think. Another force. Kind of obnoxious. These draws aren't helpful. We do probably want to be playing them, I think, in order to be able to pick up our batter skull. Although picking up our batter skull, if they like shatter plus make me discard on an empty board, that still clears it, so maybe not play this one. Sure. Let's just snap preordain. I'm trying to hit more land drops. How are we gonna deal with this force? They bought him 2 cards. Oh, nice. Could just go after all their blue now, actually. Wasteland the Volk, start porting the island. We need to find something to deal with a stupid 5/5. Please. Just give me like a flyer or something. Start playing extra lands now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this current state of affairs definitely favors them. The stronger board and 6 cards in hand. Him, me, yeah, sure. Prelate, huh? What does Prelate go on? I think it goes on 1. Protects me from like bolts and stuff. They might just end up forcing it. So we'll fire it off and see what happens. If they force it, I don't have to make a decision. Okay, sure. Force pitch Jace. Now I'm hoping they don't have like exactly Cake Man in their hand, because I definitely am going to tap out of pick up Batter Skull mana here to port them. If they have Cake Man, we just get savaged. Then it's probably still worth it, but we are getting wrecked. I think they should have dealt my face 2 damage. If I'm mistaken. I have a card in hand, did I? No. Guess we weren't winning this game. Our draws have been pretty heinous. A little bit too late there, Stoneforge. All right. Nope. Grixis matchup. We have 7 cards. That matches up pretty well. Color Revokers and Plows. Do I want a Pithing Needle? Maybe, but what would I cut? I think all these cards are probably better than Pithing Needle. Yeah, I'm gonna just submit. I don't think we need Needle in this iteration. I've boarded I've boarded in Needle previously, but I think it's a lot more of like making sure your sideboard map works rather than like boarding in necessarily like a good card against them. I don't think Pithing Needle is particularly strong. I'll keep this. Sand has turn 3 GTA equip. Don't think it's very good, but it has it. Good Jet Hypermaz. Yeah, took a page out of Barrow's book. He was playing 2 when he top 8'd the challenge this weekend. Pretty good at casting into Dreadhorde Arcanists. Oh yeah, I remember. Good times. Top on that pawn preordain. Yeah, one of the few things D&T can cast into an Arcanist, because it doesn't just get bolted to death. Just gonna grab Sword. We could grab Batterskull and just force my opponent to like clean up the Stoneforge, because we're gonna grab Batterskull with the second Stoneforge already. My opponent has basic island. Might be nice to just force them to like kill my Stoneforge, and so they could like cantrip Fatal Push it or something. Kind of down for that though. Wouldn't we have Burmaz? Grab Batterskull, let's force them to answer. They might just not answer and they just have like turn 3K command lined up, but like if they just cast Baleful Strix, yeah. See, this forces them to Fatal Push. Might have forced them to like use their mana awkwardly this turn. It's the main reason I want them to do that. And now we can just like Brimaz into cast Batterskull if we want. Slamming Brimaz is weak against Edicts, but again, that's making them use their mana inefficiently. I think I'm just good for slamming more things, forcing them to answer them. If they just like play a Baleful Strix, I will likely just Council's Judgment out of the way. They get a fetch, snap, push. Yeah, they have an Edict. What if they turn it to Frog? Yeah. So opponents had to like use their mana awkwardly these past couple of turns. We can Wasteland, play out the Stoneforge now. That seems fine. Alternatively, we could like Stoneforge plus cast the Sword, but that seems less fine. If they turned it to Frog out immediately, I would honestly stop rooting for me too. To be fair. If they cast Turn to Frog, they really got me. Struck Cataclysm. We have Flagstones. We're ready. And now we grab Sword. It's a Brainstorm, sure. Turn to Frog and play again here. Oh no, isn't there like a mass Turn to Frog effect too? Now that's the Wombo combo. I think like poly something's jest, polymorphers jest. I don't know what it is. Too strong for Legacy. What you got, opponent? We could like cast a Narset. We could just cast Sword, equip, and attack the Narset. We wouldn't even need like Judgment It. Strix, huh? Well, I mean, I'm just gonna do the same thing here. If they have Bolt, that's a bummer. But if they don't have Bolt, they just get dumpstered, right? They have Bolted Sad, but I don't think I'm just like. Okay, if they have Force, then that's mostly fine. Force Pitch Force. I think I'm down for casting this GTA. Next turn we can like Judgment the Strix out of the way if we want, or just attack into it and still cast like Judgment and stuff. Two Judgments lined up for like a Jace, if that's what they have here. Hit me. Oof. What did I lose? What was my other card? The Batter Squall. Oh, that was kind of important. I don't want to hit this Strix with the Council's Judgment. That feels really bad. I don't think the GTA counters are that important. I might just equip an attack and just have a GTA with 2 counters on it. That also feels miserable, but maybe I just don't attack. Maybe I just pass the turn. When am I attacking, though? When they have another creature in play? What are they going to play besides another Strix? I think I'm fine trading. I do want to stop playing lands at some point. Draw towards Cataclysms. Go after black mana. But I also want to obviously play this port to use it while we don't have Cataclysm. So yeah, I'm not going to play this Caracas. Also insulates the Council's Judgment from a K command, like they might be casting right now. Buyback Strix, rude. Let's port. Guess it doesn't really matter again. I'm just gonna cast Strix this turn, but we're at 22 life. We have plenty of time to like go find a Spirit Keeper, or a Cataclysm, or what have you. I think I'll Wasteland. Could port the other black source, or port the red source. I think the black source forces them to fetch if they want to cast a black spell. Like I said before, red spells don't really matter unless you have like stuff on board. None of the red spells are like impactful proactively. They're all like Call Bounce Commands and Lightning Bolts. That's a good one. Hoping for no Marsh Casualties effect, but we gotta play through it eventually and forcing them to have it is probably reasonable. Or like they have a force or something. I'm gonna port them. I think the port's probably worth the 2 life. Spirit Keeper for 4 spirits into a Strix seems decent. Ugh. Really just want to draw Cataclysm and just wreck their shit. They haven't even actually had that many land drops. We prefer to Cataclysm at a slightly later date when they stop having cards in hand and start like playing more lands. Notably, we can also actually port them off of Marsh Casualties right now. They need double black for it. So we'll keep attacking the black sources so they can't like just spike me there. Is K command Spirit Keeper Caracas? Or Spirit Keeper, make me discard. This is Snap Brainstorm? Interesting. Okay. Digging for an answer for Spirit Keeper, maybe? I don't know. Yes, I know. Really wish there was an option to turn off that stupid "your floating mana is going to go away" box. It's the #1 reason to not play Ancient Tomb in your deck online. Yup. I don't think I'm going to cast this Mom. If they're just going to pop my Spirit Keeper for 4 spirits with the Snapcaster Mage, I feel like I'm going to get deluged or casualties or something. I don't think I need this Mom in play until after they deal with my current board. I think we're just going to hold stuff back. They Marsh Casualties, like land Marsh Casualties, then we can play the Mom and stuff after. This looks like Deluge. Yep. Play one of these. Don't like the fact that my opponent still has 5 cards in their hand. Makes me quite uncomfortable. Another Strix is annoying. One day. We have some decent draws in the deck. These are not some of them. We have 2 Recruiters, a Palace Jailer, another Hallowed Spirit Keeper, 2 Cataclysms. Even like Thalia would be good. We have Caracas. Hymned. Yep. So there goes our second judgment, so we're probably going to get like Jace next turn. There we go. There's something. What the odds we can just recruit a Jailer and just Jailer the Strix and try to run away that way? How greedy is that? Like, fairly? That was 3 cards in hand. The other option is get Spirit Keeper. I don't like Spirit Keeper as much, though, because they can just snap Deluge the Spirit Keeper to deal with that problem. We can also recruit Flicker Wisp and Flicker the Recruiter, but I don't like that plan either. I think I'm just gonna go for it. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so I don't need to play this land. Guess I shouldn't have tapped that port in case they forced this, but I doubt they would. Could grab Ballista. Just Ballista for 2, ping the Strix. I think this is higher upside though. If they have like Flash and Snapcaster into untap, killed with your things, then obviously we're super dead, but man, we're gonna like Narset it next turn. It's gonna be the worst. Hoping this is oh wow, I can't beat this Palace Jailer with my hand of 3 lands. Wishful thinking, but there's the force. Can't imagine that it. Oh, they actually did pitch Snap to the force. Were they considering like getting super greedy and just letting it resolve, flashing the Snap, and then like they only have 1 card in hand after that because they have the force, and they'd still have to deal with 2 creatures to connect. All right, Cataclysm, anytime now, Cataclysm. You wanna come hang out? I'm game. Snap key command? Sure. They buy back their other Strix, kill my recruiter. There's a lot of Snapcaster mages. No, they're not even killing my recruiter. They're making me discard. That's completely fine. Much better if we draw a Flicker Wisp now. Yeah, like that. I think I'm just going to grab Spirit Keeper now. They've burned through 3 of their Snapcasters now. They have like Jace Unsummon their Unsnap or something. Like, we have nothing else really to get. We could get Ballista and just cast a big Ballista, but I think Spirit Keeper is more powerful. If it doesn't get, like, obviously discarded or something. Support that. Don't think it matters in a considerable fashion. You just like him me again, K command me again, Jace unsummon their own Snap. Last hope, that's pretty good. I don't think I'm supposed to block this. We could draw another Wisp. Well, it'll just die next turn, right? It'd be like ripping a Wisp exactly this turn versus like feeding our Spirit Keeper more. 2 cards left in hand. Oh no, I don't want to give it back to them because then they put a Snap in the yard, right? And then they can minus buy it back. Yeah, we don't block. Can this kill your own stuff? It can. That would be kind of a workaround, though. Yeah, not playing this Vile. Not worth the 2 life at this point. Yeah, so now they can't attack there, but if we attack them, then they can block the Snapcaster, right? And then they would flicker out the Snapcaster Mage. How insane is flickering out this Snapcaster Mage? They get to, like, recast... Brainstorm, I guess? I guess we don't even get to clear this lore, though. Ugh. So if we attack, we crack our Spirit Keeper, kill the Snapcaster Mage. Then they untap, minus the Lily, buy back the Snap, put in the Snap, Deluge, kill all my spirits, so we can't do that. If we Wisp the Snapcaster Mage, we can attack the Lily down to 1, but then they untap. They get like a free branch or whatever. They untap, take the Lily up to 2, kill the Wisp, and we're just back in the same position, right? Because then if they still have the Snapcaster Mage. If we attack the Liliana, they block with the Snap. They would have to kill their Lily to get the Snap back in Deluge, but like that plan doesn't work either. I don't think any of my plans are any good. I think we're just like Cataclysm or bust at this point. So we just do nothing. We play our Aether Vial and say go. Because if we draw Cataclysm, then we're sitting pretty, right? Yeah, Lily really gummed up everything. I think we just play land, say go, and hope to find Cataclysm. They milled, getting Strix. Interesting. We still can't connect with the Lily, though, because they have 2 blockers. We draw, like, a Ballista would be gas. Ballista or Cataclysm. Not second Aether Vial. Certainly not second Aether Vial. I'm gonna play it, because, like, the out we're playing to is Cataclysm. What's this? Sure. They're just trying to get me dead. Still could draw a Cataclysm and be okay. It's getting to the point where we are no longer okay, though. Came to Turok? Okay, yeah. It's definitely no longer okay to just draw Cataclysm. Squire. Really good turn 18 draw. 1, 2, 3. It's possible I just need to attack. I should like needed to attack last turn and while the Lily was at 2 to force the issue. Because we're just too low. Yeah, I think I needed to attack last turn actually. Yeah, they just don't block. I got nothing. Snap bolts, and that's game. GG's. Did not work out quite the way we wanted it to, for sure. I really disagree with Bara that like Cataclysm's like not exactly what you want in that matchup. Like Spirit Keeper is good, and it is definitely more ubiquitously like just more broadly helpful. Like Spirit Keeper sucks in a lot less matches than Cataclysm does. But I think like 3 Cataclysms just so much better if you're gunning for those Baleful Strike stacks. There's so many instances where you're just like, God, I hope I draw Cataclysm and just put my opponent's face in the dirt. This hand is like barely keepable. I think I will though, especially on the play. There are a lot of decks that this hand is good against. Would love to have had like a port in my hand though, instead of 4 basic planes. Oh, never mind, we're good. We're just casting my stuff on curve. What you got, opponent? So Grixis control again, maybe Grixis Delver. Ponder Brainstorm Force. Hey, we even had the port. Why'd they force my They forced my dang Aether Vial. How rude. We even drew the port. This is Delver, right? Yeah. Well, on curve Arcanist seems pretty good. Please no days. No Moto. Oh, there we go, Moto. Don't daze me. Didn't daze my Thalia. Nice. Now we hope for no main deck Abrade. True name? Oh yeah, they can't daze. We have Thalia. Well, we can deal with a true name. Certainly. Oh, it's pretty good. I think I'd just rather recruiter for Wisps, though. Get flyers online, and then we can just like punch them with flyers. Also, we can just, if they attack with a tree or something, we can play and equip the GT next turn, rather than just like cast a 3-mana GT. Also recruit like Stoneforge, but especially because we drew the GT, I don't think that's super relevant. The battle of the really just stupidly busted creatures. Dreadhorde into Sanctum Prelate into True-Name Nemesis. Second True-Name? 4 mana. Narset? What's happening here? Should I be concerned? I'm like mildly concerned. I've seen like Narset in some lists, but I don't think that's what's happening here. But I don't know what it is. Oh, this is an Angler, right? They're just tapping out for it because they don't have anything else to cast this turn. Okay, that's fine. We can beat that. Developing the Wisp line, yeah, it's looking pretty good for me now, certainly. We just play Wisp this turn. Take our beats from. I think we're turning off their Wasteland for whatever good that does us. I mean, I do want to be like casting a bunch of spells here. Like, I want to be hitting my land drop so I can like play and equip GT through my Thalia, or like cast Wisp and cast GTs and stuff. I have been explicitly trying to play out my basics first, so we don't stumble here. I think taking a knock here is fine, and then we get our GT online next turn. They could still have like Force, which is like the only card we're worried about, right? There's a possibility that I want to get like a Stone Forge at this point. I don't think so. Jailer's obviously shit. Spirit Keeper doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's just more Wisps. Could be like a Mom. Yeah, I think we just make a jillion Flicker Wisps and eventually just like trade with this Angler and then race them with the GT. Is on board with the Mom before the Grimlock resolves. Yeah, I could buy that too. Yeah, I think this is the last turn we like aren't blocking this Grimlock. So we have 6 mana. We need to get this GT online this turn, which means punch them with the Wisp, right? Because we could punch them with the Thalia, actually, so the Wisp can block, and then use the counter to trade with the Gurmag. That's probably better. Because the Thalia just attacks into Dreadhorde Arcanist with the GT counters, because if they block, I just ping it, then we only have 1 counter. But then we just don't really care that much, because we'd probably have to like chump block the Gurmag at that point with the Recruiter, but then we're already super far ahead still. Just hoping for like no Force of Will, because that's bad. Alright, so if they force it, we just cast the second Wisp with the Recruiter again. We have double blockers for the Gurmag. Punch. I assume this has to block, right? It makes the Gurm. Nope. Alright. This means that the Gurmag now trades with the Wisp. And then we should be able to just race the True Name with the GT, right? And then we just start. And good thing we have a Chalice in play, yeah. It's like a Prelate, good magic card. Attack with everything, huh? This block's just free, right? So this trigger resolve, they can't cast it. Then we just block the Arcanist and the Gurmag, and then ping down the Gurmag. I just don't want to take the extra 1 damage. Don't think I'm like randomly dying to something, right? Unless there's like some crazy main deck ping effect that's like a, if I get like Plague Engineered. God, that would be bad. I don't think I can just like beat a Plague Engineer straight up though, so I guess I could. Because we have the GT. Yeah, the only thing that they could possibly have is a Braid to kill a Prelate, I think. I'm just wondering if it's worth just taking the damage. If I get Plague Engineer on Human, we would lose Thalia Recruiter, and then we could kill the Plague Engineer. Yeah, I can't beat a Braid, but can I beat like a Plague Engineer? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't think the 1 damage is gonna do anything in the long haul, right? It's like, why would they attack with the Arcanist here? Unless they're either dead or like they want me to block with the Sanctum Prelate. Might just be because they're dead and I'm like way overanalyzing this. But I think going to 5 is the same as going to 6. Yeah. Death and Taxes for the win. Thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. We are battling some Grixis Delver right now. I guess I don't actually have the GTA if they Plague Engineered me, because we'd be using the counters. But whatever, I think we're fine now. We should attack with Astalia. Whisper Recruiter again. We can also just move this GTA around. Now that we have 8,000 mana. Whisper Recruiter. Guess I'll equip to the Prelate. To block shit. I mean, they can't attack with the Arcanist anymore, because that just gives me free GTA counters. Go get more Wisps. Yep. Do I need to gain life right now? Might have gotten the Stoneforge for the backup equipment, because I think we're just dead if we have a Braid, right? Yeah, I'm thinking about gaining 2, just in case. Just like a random bullshit. Going below 3 in the matchup that has bolts is scary, even if obviously they can't bolt me. This Palace Jailer is not super effective on this board. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can equip to the Thalia, attack with both. And then re-equip to the Prelate. Okay. I think we should be fine, barring some like weird mainboard nonsense at this stage. Double block doesn't do anything. Single block makes me use a counter, I guess. Yeah, and then we're not like actually outracing the true name the way that we'd have to use a counter to keep the Thalia alive, but it's fine for now. Unless they can remove their own Arcanist, then it gets bad. Maybe attacking with Thalia is like greedy now. I hadn't really considered that is actually like a net negative for GTA counters. Although now we just have like lethal next turn, so. Seven, 8. Grab Stoneforge. Now, if we draw a land, we can actually like cast Stoneforge and cast and equip Sword. What you got, opponent? Concession. Deal. I'll take it. A little bit clumsily navigated there a little bit. Think probably not attacking with the Thalia that last turn is probably reasonable. think Ballista might like suck against Delver nowadays, except for like maybe blue-red. I don't know how many young Pyros the Grixis versions are on. There's a lot of cards though. Recruiter did a lot of work that game, but we are probably just going to cut it. Brimez is good against Arcanist. This is the problem that I was running into at the start of the stream when I was trying to figure out the sideboard map. Is what on earth is our last cut? I think all these cards. We could got like a Wisp, but Wisp is pretty important against Delver specifically. It's like kind of weak against most of the others. Cut the Plow against the Chain deck. We have two Prelates and two Chalices. Obviously, our 1-drops are terrible, and we should just cut them all. The answer might be a Wisp. The answer might be a land, but I don't like shaving white sources when we're importing in white cards. Could get the Tomb. I'm actually not sure how good Brimez is here. Yeah, it just that Brimez is like so good specifically against Arcanist, which is like probably the biggest beating. I mean, it can get through TN, right? It attacks through TN and either hits them for 3 or makes a 1/1. Yeah, cutting a land is like okay. I hate cutting a white source though. It's probably fine to just cut a Caracas though. Yeah. Might be cut the Ancient Tomb, but Ancient Tomb's like randomly really busted because this matchup is actually like pretty equipment oriented sometimes. This hand is Gasoline. It's also just rife with just non-bows. The old Thalia 3 non-creature spell hand, the Chalice dude and 2 1-drops hand. Look how shit your 1-drops are with Chalice and Thalia. Yeah, just the absolute worst. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. This hand's amazing. Yeah. This hand has a lot of tension in it, but, like, all these cards are just absolute gasoline. And it just gets better and better. They didn't shuffle with the Ponder. Don't think I was planning on wastelanding them regardless. Getting this vial down is pretty important here. Force of Negation, huh? So Force of Wills are fine against D&T. I don't know if like 6 Force of Wills is like where you want to be versus Death and Taxes. Maybe it is if you're like on like the Chalice plan now. It's probably almost always correct to cast your removal spells on your opponent's turn now. Yeah, Force of Negation feels a little deep. I almost don't want to slam this Chalice. I could just play Thalia. What do they do with this Ponder? They didn't shuffle again, and they're just hitting land drops. We're not hitting land drops, though, so I don't want to just wasteland them. I would love to just slam Wasteland Mom, but we don't have a 3rd land. So I think slamming Thalia is fine. I think I'd rather Thalia than Chalice right now. My biggest concern is True Name. And, like, we have enough Plows to deal with, like, most of the things that I want Chalice for. Like, Dreadhorde Arcanist and stuff. And, like, if we slam Chalice and, like, we get Angler or something, that's also really bad. I'd love to have just spent that turn Prelate plus Wasteland. Or not Prelate, or Mom plus Wasteland, sorry. Yeah, this is what I figured they were playing too. With just aggressively pondering and doing nothing. Yeah, I definitely like. I'm behind the idea of keeping it force against Death Attack because I think that was kind of like a, what's the word I'm thinking of? I think it's kind of like old way of thinking, which is like, oh, you don't want force wills against the Aether Vial, whatever, white fair creature deck. I think that's like very, very old, but I don't know if it's worth like if you want 6 Force of Wills. Imagine if this Chalice was a Caracas. Man, that'd be gas. I don't think the Chalice is what I wouldn't have brought in though. Maybe the second Prelate. Braid the Mom. Okay. Are they gonna Gurmag me now? It looks like a Gurmag. Well, we have plows. We're definitely still afloat here. Almost wanted the cut to be a Flicker Wisp. Maybe cutting a Flicker Wisp is correct. Flicker Wisp is like pretty medium against this deck nowadays. Like trades with Delver, but otherwise it's like pretty clunky. Like we have a lot of impactful late game stuff already. Maybe I do want all 24 lands and just like shave a Wisp or something. Obviously, it's like a little bit jaded from me not being able to hit a 3rd land drop. But like I was hesitant to cut the land beforehand. Oh man, this mana base. So quality. The perfect draw. We're gonna draw Council's Judgment after this too. Don't worry. I think now it's probably time to Chalice though. My opponent has like 2 cards in hand, just a lot less threats that are relevant. Like we're gonna die to this True Name, but like I don't think any of our 1-drops are gonna help us not die to this True Name. So I think if we want to get down Chalice, it's right now. Daze it, that's also fine. Like our hand was not playing around Daze. For fairly obvious reasons, but we need to find our life-gaining equipment. Or we're dead. Could just be dead. Yeah, let's go to a game trace. Game certainly would have been nicer with a Aether Vial in play. I think they countered the Chalice, so we can jam File now. I think all these cards probably still suck. I think the answer might actually be, like, I don't think you necessarily need Wisps. You have plenty of answers to a Delver of Secrets, right? I think I'd rather more consistently hit my land drops. And I think we're good on all other ends here. Don't know how sold I am on Spirit Keepers. I might like 1 in the main just to try to cheese Grixis out of game 1s. But I don't... Yeah, Wisp is good when you have like a Vial in play and you're like backpedaling against a bunch of removal spells. Yeah. Next game we're gonna flood and like draw our second Karagas, which should be a Flicker Wisp, and die to a Delver of Secrets. Oh, this is not a flood. I think I'm keeping this hand. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping this hand. Sneep. This hand is very good. We're just gonna get Forcible Wasteland and I'm gonna hate myself. Oh, hang on. I'll be right back, chat. I have an emergency in the other room. We have 13 minutes on the clock. We're fine. I'll be back in like a minute. Maybe 2. All right, we're back. Yeah, we're fine. They just pondered. That's great. But the cat did something. No, there was actually a bug problem. Some bugs got in. My girlfriend is deathly afraid of insects. God, motor lag. They did shuffle on this ponder. Do I want to play my second vial or do I want to port this underground sea? I'm tempted to just port, but like getting down second file is also very powerful. So we're bringing Mom, untapping, putting in Stoneforge. I think I kind of want to port them. I think I just jam vial, hold up Cloud. Yeah, our mana is pretty precarious. That's fair. I don't know if I would cast a Plow like right now, just because we haven't let them like try to daze me. I'd probably untap, but yeah, the availability to do so is nice. Arcanist, Braid, the first vial. Good thing we played the second vial. I don't know if we had ported them, and they couldn't have a Braid this turn. I think I'm actually I think I'm porting them. Braid on vial after second vial seems suspect. I don't disagree. Deal. Less of a deal. Less of a deal. No deal. I don't want the deal anymore. White source, please. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. I guess suppose we could like cast a GTA if we needed to. I don't think I want to. Maybe I do. We still haven't played into a daze. Maybe I have to though, considering our current mana situation. Ooh. Wait, did it just let me cast my GTA and then also activate my Mom? That was bizarre. I think it let me try to activate my Mom to pay for my GTA. Oh no, Second Wasteland. I was just a true name. Okay. I like vaguely want to aggressively use this Mom to get GTA counters to clear off this Delver. God damn it! God fucking damn it! God. Fuck. That was the absolute worst draw in our deck. Ugh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get my GTA Online. Protects my Stoneforge from attacking a Battle Upkeep, yeah. The classic. Wow, you suck. Indeed. Indeed I do. I'm gonna probe the Stoneforge here. So this both clears the Delver and protects my Stoneforge from, like, bolts. Ponder, sure. So they can't really attack with this Trinium as it currently sits. Fucking Sword of Fire and Ice. Fucking Sword of Fire. I'm so mad. It's the actual worst draw of the deck. Okay, I'm gonna violate my Squire here. Opponent doesn't attack. Opponent does attack? That seems aggressive. Go, Squire. Attend me. Oh, they not waste the other. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're planning on doing with this other wasteland here. They're playing around Tomic. No, then they would wasteland in response. Now the wasteland. Now the wasteland. I think I was supposed to leave this vial on 2. Because I have more 2s than 3s. If we draw a 3, we can always take it up. They're not going to wasteland me? God, I hope I just draw a white source. Fuck. At least we have a land, which means we're back to the part where we just wish for a white source. I'll take a Port Town. Port Town is a white source. Port Town's the blue-white land, right? They have to wasteland here. Nope, they don't. They're just gonna let me port them. I think I'm gonna port this black man. I think I'm more scared of like a Gurmag than anything else. Sure, cast a brainstorm. Why do they love this wasteland? They have to have like second true name, but then why did they attack last turn? Remember that game where we drew all points? D&T is just the fucking worst mana base in the world. I think I can get a card titan to give me first class to Paris. Maybe. After they're like, hey, you get free Eternal Weekend flight. And they're like, hey, we're canceling European Eternal Weekend. Are they going to attack again, foolishly? Maybe attacking is worth it because we can just, like, Mom Pro Blue. I probably would Mom Pro Blue in this position. Yeah, in fact, I almost assuredly will. At some point, I want to start pumping, though, so I don't, like, just full do a Shatter. Can we just, like, draw a white source? Yeah, that sucks, but it's not. Man, it's pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. It's like Pro Blue, attack, pump. How many times? Because I don't want this to just, like, get iced by, like, a second Abrade. Punch. Before push, man, that would fucking suck. Definitely be like the first time I've been pushed from Grixis Delver, though. I think I'm gonna pump twice. Like 3 counters is probably good enough. Deal 5. There's the wasteland. Next turn we can take the Vow to 3 and at least have Spirit Keeper, which turns into 1 spirit. Liliana kills the mom, that's fine. Makes our Spirit Keeper better. It also means that we're currently brick-walled. As soon as we find a white source, we're just completely fine, right? Thank the Lord. Everything is right in the world. Opponent's just super dead now. I'm going to suspiciously not port you, opponent. Don't worry about it. I don't have 2 equipment in my hand. Second true name, that doesn't beat Solar. Are they just dead? 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, fuck, we're 1 off. Right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess we're more than 1 off because they'll probably plus Lily on the. Okay, nope. Danza Gaming, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, they're super dead. Super dead. Super dead. Continuing to be dead. Dead skis. I just like punch them in the face for a whole lot. I need to like shock the Lily, I guess. They're so dead. Even make 2 spirits. Just kill them. I don't think I have lethal, right? Am I missing something? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I only deal them 11. If I attack with the Spirit Keeper, it gets blocked. This thing's a -1/1. This is 5. Fine, just don't call it. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna shock this Lily. Fuck Lily. They find like a shatter for the sword. Then we still like have Spirit Keeper. Yeah, the 4th. Is it the 4th board or the shocking a little irrelevant? Just put him to 1 life. I like don't want to like randomly die to a Lily ult when I definitely like don't need to. Why not kill him? I would put them to 1 life if I attacked and poked with all the GT counters. Attack with all is not lethal because the Stoneforge is a -1/1 and they can just block the Spirit Keeper. This should just be lethal unless they have like a counter for my plow. That's a lot of Delvers of Secrets. Unless the last card's our Force of Will blue card, we just super win here. Oh, never mind. Never didn't have it, etc., etc. That was only match 4? Fuck, I thought that was match 5. It was already 11 o'clock. Jesus. But didn't play the out if you misclick on the Lily. They also didn't play the out of I don't pump my thing, right? It's not lethal unless I pumped with GT counters. God, please let this last game be fast. Alternatively, you're gonna take this shit for 4 minutes. Also an option. But yeah, so far not really digging Spirit Keeper. I could see buying. I could buy one in the main. Like I mentioned earlier to try to steal games from Grixis, but I'm not buying the one on this side. It's not impactful enough against most of the decks. Yeesh. Yeesh. And opponent will get 6. We'll go to 5. Yeah, alright. This is A5. Do I just top this and hope to... I don't know. This card sucks, right? This card doesn't do anything. What does this card do anything against? Delver and Grixis specifically? I don't think I really want to just like cast this on curve, do I? But what am I looking for otherwise? I don't want Trained Armor down here. Is Trained Armor not a 3-2? I thought it was a 3-3. Trained Armor not really that bad. Also, this has Vigilance. Not that that really matters. What would I rather want? Just like Stone Forges, I guess. Cards that actually matter. Good against the Delver decks. Maybe it was worth casting. I think I'm gonna plow this Delver and not play Thalia into Daze. It's a little bit of awkward tension of trying to like play around Force of Negation versus playing around Spell Pierce, but don't Force of Negation is like a main deck card in Delver, right? Versus Spell Pierce is most definitely a main deck card. Rogue Delver, oh man. Really wish I had a Hallowed Spirit Keeper in my hand. I really hope we draw a Stoneforge Mystic also. That was not a good draw. Probably should have played the port in case I draw Wasteland. Or second port. Well, that's not... You were not incorrect, BK, but not in a way that I'm happy about. Wow, fuck me, I guess. Are we just dead? Are we just like stone dead to this red? Like, my entire hand is completely worthless. We also did draw the Wasteland. If I like had the ability to like Portals Wasteland them here without a Ren in play. Probably port the Trop here. I wonder if it's even worth playing the Thalia to like get the second down tick out of the Ren. Might be reasonable just to, like if we draw another X1, we can actually just try to like 3-for-1 ourselves into the Ren. It's a true name? Alright, we probably concede to this. Optimistic looking towards a 3-for-1 as a real line on our Molda 5. I mean, it's Rogue Delver. Bigger miracles have happened. Like they Ren the mom here, and then we draw Stoneforge Mystic, and they don't answer it. This is like normal Rogue Delver. Rogue Delver plays True Name in like a handful of main deck Rens nowadays. Second Ren? Alright, no, John Griffith's that's pretty good too. If we draw Swords of Plowshares and then Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, step 1. They still play Mongoose though. They just play like a lot of bad cards. The third Thalia. Alright, step 2. Still working on step 2. Draw Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, step 2. Step 3 is have it resolve. It was only a 3 for 1. It only killed 3 of our creatures. Step 3 is resolves. Step 4 is question mark, question mark, question mark? Get Jite because there's nowhere a Stoneforge is living, right? Get Jite, draw a land, and my opponent doesn't have a bolt in their hand. Jite is really bad against the True Name, but like Batterskull isn't that much better. I think Jite is probably a better pick here. That pause on my end step didn't make me feel very comfortable that this Jite is going to get a connection. Just tap out, what could go wrong? Just cast like a Delver of Secrets. And then attack with the True Name. Alright, well. Not the worst thing in the world. This Mom certainly actually helps us. We also might just get like bolted to death. What's up, Hondo? Thanks for the 7-month resub. Hogak D&T win. I did see a Hogak deck that was playing Thalia in the sideboard, but I didn't understand why. They're just going to like bolt my face and tap bolt my face. It's probably correct to just put in the thing here. Partially so I can F6 and get double bolted and die. Might be a reason why they choose not to bolt the Thalia, is that they're just going to bolt my face, untap, bolt my face, kill me. Hey, this was a mold of 5, and we got 3 for 1 from the Ren in 6. And like, we still almost managed to stabilize here. We were like 1 turn off of stabilizing. Alright. I like how they always prompt you to choose blockers against you. Yeah, they like rubbing it in. Rip. Then cut recruiters, jailers, revokers. So they're prelate probably. Also managed to stabilize says that I had 2 life, but take a hit from a Tiana. Yeah, we would have had a Jite, and then we would have been stabilized. It would have been fine. Opponent could have drawn a multitude of cards. We also could have drawn a multitude of cards that would have helped us. Yeah, so it's fine. Man, it sucked to lose our pity chest to Rug Delver. I thought he was Rug Delver twice this league. But typically, yeah, we played against Rug Delver twice, right? Yeah, because we beat it on the Mold of 5 last time. These hands, though. I think I'm keeping this, but I'm definitely not happy about it. My opening hands have just not been very strong this whole league, really. It's not my day. Alright, that resolved. That's a good start. Step 2, draw land. Step 2, accomplished. Alright, definitely don't cast the Stoneforge here. Let's hold up Path if we want to. I'd pass like an on-curve Tarmogoyf or something. That's kind of rude. Makes my hand pretty bad. We have a batter skull, though. If we draw a land, we can flicker the Null Rod and Vial in the Stoneforge if we want, but I don't even know if that would be the play. But yeah, now we're just gonna cast the Stoneforge. And then it gets dazed, and then we cry. Yeah, but like, no longer playing around days. We're not done yet. We're pretty close to being done, though. Brimaz and Wisp as castables here. Yeah, Spell Rod's really rude. Definitely explains just the volcanic go hand. It's usually when they keep like hate cards, Ancient Grudges, Null Rods, etc. No True Name is a good sign. Path Your Mom. Not unreasonable. I don't know if it's reasonable though. Path is like a pretty premium card. Like, we just hit one more land drop and we're okay. I think we're jamming Brimaz here. Another days I'm sad, but this Wisp ain't doing jack right now. There's a chance. No, I was supposed to cast Wisp and flicker the Null Rod, and I'm dumb. I was supposed to Wisp the Null Rod and Val on the Brimaz. I'm a fool. A fool. I even talked about a similar line like 3 turns ago. We get Flicker at the Null Rod, and then get a second Flicker Wisp. Good past your mom, you get paid for days. Do I would want 2 Flicker Wisps on this board? I just like bounce them back and forth. Yeah, I'm game for that. Let's figure this Null Rod. Auto scoop to Sulfur Elemental. Oh yeah. I ain't playing around with this shit. Opponent doesn't have it. I'm just gonna bounce Wisps back and forth. And by bounce them back and forth, I mean I think I'm gonna just get 2 Wisps into play at the end of this turn, maybe flicker out this Null Rod and gives we draw another 3. That doesn't really do anything. Taxes me on this path. I'll flicker out this Null Rod in case we draw 3 drop. Sure. I'll take it. Close, but no cigar. We can still find, like, I guess Council Judgment is the main way that we get the sword back online. Really hoping for not Sulfur Elemental, because I just straight up can't beat that. The old turn 7 Mongoose that still doesn't have Threshold. Just Rogue Delver things. This gives us the GTA, but more importantly, lets us put the batter skull in. Yeah, they're just dead. We did it! Well, we didn't do it. We still in game 3, but we managed to just bully my Rogue Delver opponent. They just, I guess they just kept his hand on the back of this Null Rod, because they died with 6 cards in hand. Yeah, not worth it. It's probably still fine. I don't know if, like, the second prelate's good enough versus Rug. It's, like, okay. Yeah, I'll just resubmit. Playing Null Rod over Collector Oath. I'm pretty sure Null Rod is like way better than Collector Oath. I did see a Rug Delver list that was playing the Oath, and it seemed really bad because like you want it against the Stoneblade decks that have a bunch of Source of Plowshares. Back down to 2 Cataclysm. I think I'm gonna go back up to 3. This was like I was testing out different ideas. So this hand's pretty good. I'm not sold on Spirit Keeper too much. Do I wasteland this? Chat, do I wasteland this? Chat's always going to say I wasteland this. It's so bad against Stifle. Is my opponent a Rug Delver player that would keep in Stifle? Chat's always going to fucking say yes to turn 1 wastelands. Fuck chat. Fuck you guys. Who doesn't wasteland at the first opportunity? If they're good, that yeah. How much do I respect my opponent? He probably doesn't just have nothing. I mean, they probably just don't like turn 2 Null Rod or some stupid shit again. Like they led with this exact play last time. If I just get stifled, this game just suddenly turns horrendously bad. All right, Chad, this one's for you. Also, Never punished in my life. Oh no. Okay. Whew, not punished. Just upkeep it. That's true, I should have upkeeped it. So at least it ports them if we get stifled. Ooh, a goose. Alright, Chad, do I wasteland this again? They did not shuffle off this brainstorm. This goose is so far away from being loose. We're super wastelanding them the second time. This time I'm not going to upkeep it, because it's obviously tapped. Stop! I'm trying to make you not have mana. Hey, hey. We wastelanded ourselves into an actual turn 1 play. We did it. Please daze this. Bolt? Daze? Yeah, that's fine. I have so many lands! Why are we going with the wasteland line, chat? With all these removal spells against this goose, how are we ever going to win? Oh, wait, it's a 1-1. Pretty sure I'm supposed to play around days with this rip because it's kind of important. So I think we're just going to jam Stoneforge. Just go get, like... Yeah. We'll be the Force with our less relevant spell. They can hit me for 3 now with this fetch land. Or this cantrip. Now we're hoping we don't get True Name because we can't really beat that right now. I mean, we got Sword lined up though. But definitely time to just land, slam, rip. I'm hilariously floating on the face of Double Wasteland, yeah. Second Force! Oh, God. We might be dead. Actually, no, we find, like, a creature, we're fine, right? This is what I get it for disrespecting the goose. And also spending the first 2 games. Oh, never mind, we're fine. Please no true name opponent. Alright, no true name, that's good. No! Just don't find another goose. Find a Tarmogoyf for a Delver, please. I can't beat another goose. Hilariously, we were just getting completely ranched by our... No! Stop! Oh, thank God, it's a Delver. Oh, no! Fuck. Yeah, well, doesn't really matter. That was F6. I should have killed that while they were tapped out. Or while I wasn't tapped. Whatever. You guys get the idea. I'm still going to play this file for the days. Plow this Delver. Then cast a vial. Don't want to daze it. So whatever. Alright, never punished. That's fine. Yeah, it's probably worth casting. Why did you get rid of all your mana? This has been an awkward game. Hopefully my opponent does not find a single Nimble Mongoose. Bolt? Alright, deal. I'll take it. I think I'm okay with that exchange. Cindervines. We're at a low life total. Alright. Alright, Flicker Wisp, go! Begin the beatdown. Oh yeah, the Shardless Rogue deck with the Crash of Rhino, whatever the fuck that card's called. Plower Wisp to gain life. It's looking like we might. We're at 10, so not unreasonable. Punch. Another Bolt. Go Stoneforge. Do we just get Batterskull and get punked by the Cindervines? But then we have the sword to follow up? Maybe we get Jite, still get punked by the Cindervines, but then we have... Yeah. You have one card in hand. Yeah, let's go Batterskull. No true name, 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 no! Oh god, we're so dead. We're so dead. No, no. Fuck. Man, I wish I could answer the Cindervines in any way, shape, or form. Strip CJ. We don't have any Revokers in the deck. Yeah, just draw our one remaining Council's Judgment. I think I'm going to put in the sword and equip it right now to try to force Cindervine's activation. I don't think they're supposed to activate it. Does that work, though? Because then we have to attack, and then they shoot it, and then we go down to 5, then they attack us to 2. No, it just, like, doesn't work. I think we're just super dead. Unless we draw the other Council's Judgment. Yeah, the problem is that they definitely know about this Batterskull. Come on, pop it. Damn. Oh, we can cast the Batterskull. That helps, actually. So this pops... if they sack it. They also just don't need to sack it. If well, I'll attack and see what happens. Come on, pop the sword. All right. Oh god, daggers. The last card was days. Oh fuck. All right, yeah, we're dead. We tried. Ugh. Council judgment. Dang, so close. Press F to pay respects. Ugh. Hurt the soul. GG's opponent. That was fun. You can source it to gain life. Yeah, we get 50 play points because the new thing. All right. Overall, we played against like a shizillion Delver decks today, right? And then like Grixis Control and something else. I actually like just didn't record any of my matches today. I don't know why. I just kind of totally forgot about it. What did we play against? It was Rug, Grixis, Delver, Grixis Control. Oh yeah, and humans. Okay, humans. Humans, Rug, Grixis Control, Grixis Delver, Rug again, which is like pretty fine. Not impressed with the Spear Keeper at all. I was trying a couple of things that I know Barrow was doing. With messing around with Spirit Keeper and stuff, because there were a lot of like Baleful Strix and shit, but I think I'd rather just be on Cataclysms. So Spirit Keeper for Cataclysm, Path Exile for Council Judgment. I mean, that Path Exile would have been much better as Council Judgment that game. That was definitely a league where like I cut the third Judgment and cut the third Cataclysm, and then was like immediately played a bunch of matches where I wished I had a third Cataclysm or a third Council's Judgment. I think a lot of it's probably player preference. I also like just kind of hate Ballista, honestly. This league proved that Path sucks, and we were right to cut them. I mean, Barra's on no Path as well. I was still playing it as kind of a hedge towards the Arcanists, but maybe we just don't need it. But yeah, Ballista seems like pretty miserable. I know Ballista is more of a hedge for the white, like the Thalia matchups. Not specifically Thalia, obviously, but like Maverick and the Mirror. But yeah, this was mostly experimentation. Yeah, not crazy. I wasn't honestly impressed by a lot of the changes that I made. I kind of just like I mean, obviously, I like the list that I was playing because I was playing it for a long time and was like pretty happy with it. But I don't know how I feel about. I think the main deck Sphere is maybe reasonable just with the amount of people running like K-Command Baleful Strix decks still. The Brimna's never resolved, I think. I think we cast it like maybe 3 different times and it like got countered every time. I know we cast it at least twice. But yeah, I think this. Damn it, Moto. God, I hate Moto so much. I just want to move things from one pile to another. So cut this. Brimna's getting counter doesn't say other thing will be fair. Yeah, I think it's powerful. I think it's actually like a pretty strong hedge against the Delver decks right now. Just being castable into Arcanist is a pretty big game. I can see the path going. Most of these other cards seem pretty good though. Trying to borrow 60 from the streamer the other day. His 60 was just this, right? I mean, this Flagstones was like a Plains or something, but I think his 60 was this, right? Is that the same as his challenge shot? But no, he tweaked a little bit. He was the one that wanted to try the 1/1 split on Spirit Keeper because there were so many like Grixis decks and stuff. But yeah, he also mentioned that like the white, he like 15 white sources is probably where he wanted to be, but he wasn't impressed with the factory. But yeah, I am playing Barra's 60 that he actually streamed today, I think, and one different sideboard tweaks. Speculating it is 11:30. But yeah, I'll chat about it more, like probably in Discord tomorrow. Not overly impressed with like one league's worth of data, which is obviously like one scoop of water in the ocean, but let's find someone to host. Who's playing Legacy? Card Kingdom, me, and oh, someone playing Goblins. Let's go host Goblins. Or maybe they're Goblin hype because Ringleader got spoiled. I don't know. I can't see because I'm getting an ad. But whatever. Thanks everyone for watching today. Hope you had a good time. How's the Burmaz? We cast it. It never resolved the whole league. I think we cast it 2 or 3 times. It just got dazed and Force of Will. So it was okay, I guess. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can follow, subscribe, donate, etc., etc. My YouTube and Twitter links are also down below. We'll be tweaking. Oh, they're playing Goblins. Cool, cool. Anyway, catch you guys all tomorrow. And I'll probably make some more sideboard changes because I was not overly impressed by this. Anyway, later.